Teacher Shell Learning Resource Channel. Let's read Story with Comprehension Check. The Washing Machine Box. Sarah's family's washing machine stopped working, so her dad ordered a new one. It was going to be delivered on Saturday. When Saturday came, Sarah and her friend Emily sat in the front yard waiting for the delivery. They were excited because they knew that they would get to play with the box. "Big boxes are so much fun," said Sarah. Emily agreed and said, "We can make the box into whatever we want." "Here comes the delivery truck," yelled Emily. As soon as the washing machine was out of the box, Sarah and Emily took out some crayons and colored all over it. They turned it into a pink, red, blue, and yellow clubhouse. It was their clubhouse for a while, and then it was a fancy car. After that, they cut out a square on one side and made it into a TV. They acted out their favorite TV shows for the rest of Sarah's family. It was a fun day for everyone. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from the story. Number 1. What did Sarah and Emily do as soon as the washing machine was out of the box? A. They started washing clothes. B. They colored all over it with crayons. C. They assembled it. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They colored all over it with crayons. Number 2. What did they do after turning it into a fancy car? A. They painted it black. B. They turned it into a TV. C. They dismantled it. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They turned it into a TV. Number 3. What did they do after turning it into a TV? A. They watched their favorite shows. B. They acted out their favorite TV shows. C. They sold it. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They acted out their favorite TV shows. Number 4. How did Sarah's family react to the girls' activities? A. They were upset. B. They were indifferent. C. They had fun. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. They had fun. Number 5. What did Sarah and Emily use to color the box washing machine? A. Markers. B. Crayons. C. Paint brushes. Very good. The correct answer is letter B. Crayons. Number 6. How did the washing machine become a clubhouse? A. They colored it. B. They turned it down. C. They left it as it was. You're right. The correct answer is letter A. They colored it. Number 7. What did Sarah and Emily do after using it as a clubhouse? A. They threw it away. B. They turned it into a car. C. They painted it white. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They turned it into a car. Number 8. Overall, how was the day for Sarah's family? A. Boring. B. Fun. C. Stressful. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Fun. Fishing for memories. On a warm summer day, Joanne was going fishing with her grandmother. They climbed into a small boat and rowed out onto the water. Joanne studied the waves all around her, looking for a giant fish to catch. You have to be patient when you go fishing, Joanne's grandmother cautioned. Can you be patient, Joanne? I'm going to catch all the fish in this pond, responded Joanne confidently. There won't be a single one left, Grandma. Joanne's grandmother smiled, shook her head, and handed Joanne a fishing rod. Joanne quickly cast her line into the water. "There's no bait on your line," her grandmother said. "Even if there was, you'd still have to wait. Today is about enjoying our time together and relaxing on the water. You don't have to catch everything in the pond." Joanne scowled, reeled her fishing line back in, and placed a piece of her turkey sandwich on the hook. Then she cast her line back into the water. Joanne heard her grandmother chuckle as she leaned over the side of their boat and stared into the pond. She tried to see how far down her sandwich had traveled and whether any fish were nibbling on it. However, the water was too murky, and Joanne didn't feel anything tugging on the end of her fishing line. After a few minutes, a frustrated Joanne sighed in disappointment and leaned back in her grandmother's boat. Her grandmother had been watching Joanne. Now she pointed to the sky and said, "Do you see the bird flying up there? That bird is an osprey," her grandmother said. "Ospreys catch fish, too." Joanne watched as the osprey flew in a big circle and then suddenly swooped down to pluck a fish from the water. Joanne and her grandmother spoke about how it would feel to fly like a bird. Then they talked about the first time her grandmother flew in an airplane a long time ago. She was about Joanne's age at the time and was going to school, just like Joanne was now. Joanne and her grandma spoke about Joanne's school and what grandma's school was like. In some ways, their schools were different, but in some ways, they were the same. Boys were naughty then, too. Joanne and her grandmother laughed at the stories they shared. Joanne was telling her grandma about something that had happened last week at her school assembly, when her grandmother interrupted her. "Joanne, look, your rod is bending." Joanne reeled in her line. She had caught a fish that was hungry for a turkey sandwich. Later that night, Joanne thought about her day, but she didn't think about the fish or the turkey sandwich. She thought about the funny stories her grandmother had told her. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from the story. Number 1. What activity was Joanne doing with her grandmother? A. Baking cookies. B. Going fishing. C. Planting flowers. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Going fishing. Number 2. What did Joanne initially claim she would do while fishing? A. Catch all the fish. B. Relax and enjoy the scene. Letter C. Share her sandwich with the fish. You're right. The correct answer is letter A. Catch all the fish. Number 3. Why did Joanne's grandmother point out the osprey flying in the sky? A. To distract Joanne from fishing. B. To teach Joanne about different birds. C. To show Joanne how to catch fish. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. To show Joanne how to catch fish. Number 4. What did Joanne and her grandmother talk about while fishing? A. Joanne's favorite TV shows. B. Joanne's school and her grandmother's school experiences. C. Joanne's plans for the summer. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Joanne's school and her grandmother's school experiences. Number 5. How did Joanne react when her grandmother pointed out her rod bending? A. She ignored it. B. She reeled in her line excitedly. C. She asked her grandmother to reel it in for her. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. She reeled in her line excitedly. Number 6. What did Joanne catch with her fishing rod? A. A sandwich. B. A bird. C. A fish. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. A fish. Number 7. What did Joanne think about later that night? A. Her fishing skills. B. The funny stories her grandmother told her. C. What she wanted for dinner the next day. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. The funny stories her grandmother told her. Number 8. Why did Joanne's grandmother tell her to look at her fishing rod? A. To show her how to cast the line properly. B. To teach her about different fish species. C. To alert her that she had caught something. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. To alert her that she had caught something. Number 9. What did Joanne learn from her fishing experience? A. Patience and appreciation for nature. B. How to catch fish easily. C. How to tell funny stories. You're right. The correct answer is letter A, patience and appreciation for nature. The camping trip. Lily and her brother Ryan went camping with their mom and dad. Ryan and Dad set up the tent while Lily and Mom collected sticks to start a bonfire. Once the tent was set up, they started a fire in the bonfire pit. Lily and Ryan looked for long pointy sticks to use for cooking hot dogs over the fire while the fire was heating up. They found 4 perfect sticks, one for each of them. Lily and Ryan and their mom and dad each placed 2 hot dogs on their sticks. They held the hot dogs over the fire and turned the sticks slowly so every side of each hot dog was cooked. Then they put the hot dogs into buns and added ketchup and mustard. The hot dogs were delicious. After they all enjoyed their hot dogs, Lily got out that marshmallows for dessert. They all roasted marshmallows over the fire until the marshmallows turned a nice shade of brown. Then they popped the yummy treats into their mouths. Sitting around the bonfire and eating marshmallows is Lily and Ryan's favorite part of camping. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from this story. Number 1, what did Lily and Ryan do while their mom and dad set up the tent? A. They collected sticks for a bonfire. B. They went fishing. C. They played tag. You're right. The correct answer is letter A. They collected sticks for a bonfire. Number 2. How many perfect sticks did Lily and Ryan find for cooking hot dogs? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. 4. Number 3. What did they do with the hot dogs after cooking them over the fire? A. They threw them away. B. They put them in buns and added ketchup and mustard. C. They fed them to the birds. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They put them in buns and added ketchup and mustard. Number 4. What did Lily get out for dessert after they finished the hot dogs? A. Ice cream. B. Marshmallows. C. Chocolate bars. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Marshmallows. Number 5. How did they cook the marshmallows? A. In the microwave. B. Over the fire. C. In the oven. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Over the fire. Number 6. What color did they aim for when roasting the marshmallows? A. Red. B. Yellow. C. Brown. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. Brown. Number 7. What did they do after roasting the marshmallows? A. They threw them away. B. They ate them. C. They gave them to the squirrels. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. They ate them. Number 8. What is Lily and Ryan's favorite part of camping? A. Setting up the tent. B. Collecting sticks for the bonfire. C. Sitting around the bonfire and eating marshmallows. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. Sitting around the bonfire and eating marshmallows. Number 9. How many people were in Lily and Ryan's camping group? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. 4. Number 10. What did they add to their hot dogs after cooking them? A. Relish. B. Mustard and ketchup. C. Barbecue sauce. You're right, the correct answer is letter B, mustard and ketchup. Ernest and the elevator. Liam has a dog named Ernest. He is a very good dog. Ernest rarely barks. He never bites. He is very well behaved. Except that he loves chewing Liam's shoes. Every day, after school, Liam takes Ernest for a walk. Time for a walk, Ernest, Liam calls. Ernest wags his tail and runs over to Liam. Liam clips Ernest's leash to his collar. Liam and Ernest live in an apartment building. Ernest does not like to ride in the elevator. Every day, Liam tries to get Ernest to go into the elevator. And every day, Ernest refuses to go inside. Ernest whines, cries, and pulls on the leash. He's too scared to ride the elevator. Most of the time, Liam and Ernest take the stairs. Not today. Today, Liam decides to help Ernest conquer his fear. First, Liam tries to lure Ernest into the elevator with his favorite dog toy. He takes Ernest's stuffed monkey out of his doggy bed and puts it on the elevator floor. "Come on, Ernest," he exclaims, holding the elevator door open. "Come, get your toy." Ernest looks at the stuffed monkey. He looks at the elevator. Then he lies down and makes a soft whining noise. Oh.
Ikaw ang taas ng volume na kamamba dati.
Sige na.
Kasalanan ko.
Tama na, Garud.
Aminin mo muna kasalanan mo.
O, tama na, Garud.
Aminin mo muna kasalanan
Oo,
mo.
kasalanan ko. Then he lies down and makes a soft whining noise. He won't get in the elevator. Liam has another idea. He finds some salami in the fridge and puts it on the floor of the elevator. "Come, get the salami, Ernest," he says. Ernest looks at the salami. He looks at the elevator. He inches a little bit forward, then stops. Ernest still won't get in the elevator. Liam is about to give up. Will nothing help Ernest overcome his fear? Then, Liam has another idea. He takes off one of his shoes and tosses it inside the elevator. "Ernest, go! Get the shoe!" Before Liam can even finish his sentence, Ernest jumps inside the elevator. He starts chewing on Liam's shoe. They get to the bottom floor. "You are so brave, Ernest," Liam says. Ernest won't let go of the shoe, but Liam doesn't mind. He takes Ernest for a walk in one shoe and one sock. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from the story. Number 1. What is the name of Liam's dog? A. Max. B. Ernest. C. Buddy. You're right. The correct answer is letter B, Ernest. Number 2. What is Ernest's behavior like, except for one thing? A. He rarely barks. B. He never bites. C. He loves to play fetch. You're right. The correct answer is letter C. He loves to play fetch. Number 3. What does Ernest love to chew on? A. Liam's socks. B. Liam's shoes. C. Liam's books. You're right. The correct answer is letter B, Liam's shoes. Number 4. How does Liam usually transport Ernest in their apartment building? A. By carrying him. B. By taking the stairs. C. By using the elevator. You're right. The correct answer is letter B, by taking the stairs. Number 5. What could be the reason why Ernest is afraid of the elevator? A. Because it's too loud. B. Because it's too big. C. Because he's scared of enclosed spaces. You're right. The correct answer is letter C, because he's scared of enclosed spaces. Number 6. What does Liam try to use to entice Ernest into the elevator first? A. His favorite dog toy. B. A piece of salami. C. Liam's shoe. You're right. The correct answer is letter A, his favorite dog toy. Number 7. What does Ernest do when Liam tosses his shoe into the elevator? A. Jumps inside immediately. B. Refuses to move. C. Takes a moment before going inside. You're right. The correct answer is letter A, jumps inside immediately. Number 8. How does Liam feel about Ernest's bravery in the end? A. Impressed. B. Disappointed. C. Indifferent. You're right. The correct answer is letter A, impressed. Number 9. What does Liam use to take Ernest for a walk after their elevator adventure? A. One shoe and one sock. B. Two socks. C. Two shoes. Very good. The correct answer is letter A, one shoe and one sock. Number 10. What lesson can be learned from this story? A. Dogs are always afraid of elevators. B. Facing fears can lead to bravery. C. Dogs should never be taken on elevators. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Facing fears can lead. The Sunflower, a legend from ancient Greece. Clytie was a sea creature who wore beautiful green gowns made of seaweed. Her long golden hair floated about her as she swam in the sea. One day, Clytie heard a mermaid singing a song about a golden light above the water. Clytie wanted to see it. She swam to the surface and climbed out of the water onto the shore. She saw the golden light described in the song. It was the sun. She gazed at it all day. When she finally turned towards the water, she saw her reflection. Her golden hair had become yellow petals. Her green gown had become leaves. Her small feet had become roots. She had become a sunflower. To this day, sunflowers turn to face the sun so that they can look at it all day as it travels across the sky. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from the story. 1. Why did Clytie leave the water? A. She wanted to see the golden light. B. She was tired of swimming. C. The mermaid told her to. You're right. The correct answer is A. She wanted to see the golden light. Number 2. What does the word gaze mean? A. Hide. B. Stare. C. Face. You're right. The correct answer is B. Stare. Number 3. What did Clytie see when she looked at her own reflection? A. A woman. B. A mermaid. C. A sunflower. You're right. The correct answer is C. A sunflower. Number 4. Which of these rhymes with Clytie? A. Mighty. B. Fleabee. C. Flyby. You're right. The correct answer is A. Mighty. Number 5. The story is a blank. A. News story. B. A science story. C. A Greek legend. You're right. The correct answer is C. A Greek legend. Number 6. What color are the petals of a sunflower? A. Yellow. B. Pink. C. Green. You're right. The correct answer is A. Yellow. Number 7. Where did Clytie see her reflection? A. In the sky. B. In the water. C. On the ground. You're right. The correct answer is B. In the water. Number 8. Why did Clytie become a sunflower? A. A mermaid turned her into one. B. She stared at the sun all day. C. She was tired of living in the water. You're right. The correct answer is B. She stared at the sun all day. How many scores did you get? Wow, that's a good job. Let's now proceed to the next story. The first is space dogs. The Russian dogs, Belka and Strelka, were the first dogs to spend time in space and come back safely. They were sent into orbit in August 1960 on board the Russian spaceship Sputnik 5. After a full day in space, the dogs landed back on Earth. With them on their day-long trip to outer space were 42 mice, 1 rabbit, and 2 rats. All the animals came back alive, but only the dogs became famous Russian stars. Strelka later gave birth to 6 puppies. One of the puppies was given as a gift to Caroline Kennedy, the daughter of U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Caroline named the dog Fluffy. After Belka and Strelka died, their bodies were stuffed and put on display in a Moscow Space Museum. Their pictures were used on postage stamps, and their story became a very popular Russian cartoon, Belka and Strelka, Star Dogs. Your turn to read, kids. Good job! This time, let's answer the questions from the story. 1. How long were the dogs in space? A. 1 day. B. 1 week. C. 1 month. You're right. The correct answer is A. 1 day. Number 2. What other animals went into space with the dogs? A. Monkeys. B. Cats and frogs. C. Mice and a rabbit. You're right. The correct answer is C. Mice and a rabbit. Number 3. On what spacecraft did the dogs orbit the Earth? A. Soyuz 3. B. Sputnik 5. C. Voyager 2. You're right. The correct answer is B. Sputnik 5. Number 4. What is a sign that Belka and Strelka became stars? A. Their pictures were on stamps. B. They got medals of honor. C. Both of these are correct. You're right. The correct answer is A. Their pictures were on stamps. Number 5. Who was Fluffy? A. Another space dog. B. Strelka's puppy given to Caroline Kennedy. C. A Russian cartoon character. You're right. The correct answer is B. Strelka's puppy given to Caroline Kennedy. Number 6. When did Belka and Strelka go into space? A. 1960. B. 1980. C. 2010. You're right. The correct answer is A. 1960. 7. What was the name of the cartoon made about Belka and Strelka? A. Belka and Strelka Space Dogs. B. Belka and Strelka Soviet Space Dogs. C. Belka and Strelka Star Dogs. You're right. The correct answer is C. Belka and Strelka Star Dogs. How many scores did you get? Wow, that's a good job. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button to be notified on our next episodes. Goodbye, kids!